Hi, I'm sorry to inform you. This podcast delivery has been delayed. You can check back in about 7 to 10 business days. Is there anything else I could help you with today? I'm just kidding, everybody. It's a joke. It's a goof, a gaff. Welcome to Detour Ahead, the podcast where we probably will never get where we're going. I am your host, Riely, joined, of course, first of all, by my co-host, Colo.
Hello, I'm here.
And today, for you folks, to make up for having zero guests for the past 9 episodes, we got not one, but two whole guests for you tonight. Two new faces, too. First of all, give a warm welcome to my good friend, 67-year-old Moediggity.
I thought he was 40.
No, 60, then it's 90, then it's 70, then it fluctuates all over the place. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
His age changes rapidly.
Are we talking like a magical Benjamin Button over here?
Yes.
I've got an SCP classification.
Okay.
He's an SCP. He's a creature. And finally, folks, she's finally here. The Arctic Bird Wizard has finally graced Detour Ahead with her presence. Say hello to Penguinmage.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, just secret? You just never said anything on all 18 other episodes? You were just there?
Yeah.
Secretly?
Of course. You didn't know that? Riely, how did you not know that? That was the mysterious third person, Mage Penguin.
Yeah, the Mage Penguin. They'll never know it's me.
It's like they had like a thing of a fake nose, eyeglass, and mustache on the entire time.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know.
What a fantastic way to finish up the first month of season 2.
No. There's no seasons. It's not real.
Seasonal showings are like a lot better, and I feel that people really get into that.
Welcome to the second. Well, this isn't really. It is February right now. It's what a great way to start off season 2, month 2 of Detour Ahead.
I hate you so much, Colochu. My hatred and passion burn.
Every episode this year is going to start off. So that's what I wanted to start off with. Was welcome to the official start of season 2. We now have 2 guests because it's season 2
for season 2, month 2. So many 2s. They're everywhere. The 2s taking over.
Yeah, it's a double your pleasure, double your fun sort of shtick that everyone's doing.
Exactly.
And strangely enough, would have been like great in 2022 instead of 2023, where like
we missed the ball on that.
Yeah, but see, there's still a season 3 that could happen in 23. So
well, no, the seasons are years.
Seasons for Detour Ahead are every 6 months because we didn't start until June.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair enough. But
anyway, everybody, welcome to Detour Ahead, the first episode with 2 official guests. I am your host, Colochu, and joined by me.
I already did that.
I'm doing the intro.
What do you mean? The intro's already done. We did it already.
No, it's going with the aesthetic, the shtick. 2 intros, 2 guests,
intros
season 2.
for 2
guests. That's what we should have done. Was each of us introduce a guest with our own intro, but whatever.
That would have been good.
I would not have been prepared.
Welcome to Detour Ahead. Riely, what has been going on in your life? We'll start off with a little small talk real quick. Because I'm sure this is going to be a decent size episode. So
I worked, and then I went home, and I worked, and I went home, repeat 3 more times. And then today, I did a whole lot of not anything, really. I don't even know where the time went today. I guess I recorded for Big Guy, Little Guy Let's Play channel. That's the first time I've done that in a little while. That was fun. Other than that, I've just been fucking meandering all day. And it's already fucking 10:30 p.m. And then tomorrow's gonna be Sunday, and then the next day I have to go back to work. Weekends are really starting to just feel like a fucking lunch break, and I'm not into it.
Welcome to adulthood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not cool. Like it's weird. Weekends don't mean as much when you're unemployed, but the second that you have a job, weekends don't last long enough. You wish your break was longer. 40 hours just isn't enough.
I used to have a 4-day work week, and it was a beautiful thing. I miss it so much. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad. I'm not mad at myself. I'm mad at my fucking boss, really. Because what happened was, they were promoting me to my IT position that I have now. This was last year in May. And I was working my 4-day work week. And I told my boss that I was willing to work a 5th day for having the promotion for doing tech stuff. But then when like the corporate IT person interviewed me and hired me and talked to me about schedule, she informed me that I only needed 20 hours and there was only 1 day and time that I had to be there specifically. And other than that, my schedule could be whatever. So there was no need for me to add a 5th day. But then my boss was like, "Hey, you said you'd add a 5th day." And I was like, "I guess I did say that, huh?" So now I'm 5 days again. And that has been the reality for a while. I miss the glory days.
See, I have the complete opposite problem. I'm making too much money. So I've thought about cutting my days down from 4 to 3.
I'm
You're
sorry.
full of shit.
You're making too much money, Colo? What?
I have more money than I know what to do with because I don't like budgeting.
I
Hey,
can
Colo,
help you
can I
with
borrow
that.
$50?
You bury it. You dig a hole and you
Look, I'm not
fucking
good with
bury it.
saving. I'm not good with saving. I'm also lazy, so I don't want to work. So like, if I can pay bills and still have fun on 30 hours a week instead of 40, I will 100% do that. I also make like $20 an hour. So,
Yeah, I feel you.
but
I just got a raise at my job, and then
Let's
about
go.
I went from $11 to $11.50. Big spenders at my
Ooh.
place.
Let's go.
And
Yeah.
check this out. And on top of that, I just got another raise from $11.50 to $14. Now there's a
Okay, there
catch.
we go.
Fucking go.
Oh well, here's the catch though, right? My department, basically TLDR, I'm working a specific campaign. The people who run the campaign, that business sold all of their stock to another company. And I think that my company I'm currently doing the campaign with shutting the hell down because everything about the company sucks. Like their products suck. Like I'm doing constant RMAs and repairs and replacement forms for their shit. I'm even starting to get people that I sold units to like months prior to all this. So my supervisor came up to me, said, "Hey, I'm going to get you into this other campaign. We're going to give you a big old fat raise. Plus your daily pay still in effect. So score." And yeah, so
Daily pay
I'm
is a
moving
fucking
job.
curse. Daily pay is a.
You just have to resist, putting your stuff
I
daily on there
can't.
because you lose $3 when you do it.
I
Daily pay is
know.
like a great idea almost, but also it's the devil.
see, I think
I'm
weekly
addicted to
pay.
it now.
I think weekly pay is where it's at.
Okay,
Mhm.
so Colo, just to explain
Yeah.
real quick, we're not saying we get paid daily. We get. I don't know if you get
Oh, I
paid
know.
weekly or
You've explained this
bi-weekly.
before.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have access to the money that you made that day at the end of the day. But for like
Yes.
$3, you can get it at that day.
Yes, and I'm addicted to it. And I think for my last 4 paychecks, I've transferred like $100, and this needs to stop.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
It
We had to
needs
talk about
stop.
this a while ago. We had
Yeah,
to talk about this a while ago, Riley. I told you
Yeah.
no.
Okay, Coach, I don't know you at
You're
all.
not
Have
my
we ever
dad,
met?
Colo Chew.
No, this is actually the first interaction Mo and I have had, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, how you
Is
doing?
it?
I'm Mo. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it
But yeah,
is.
but Colo, hand to whatever god you believe in or not, flying spaghetti monster.
Hand to science.
Hand to science, hand to Neil deGrasse Tyson. We have also, me and the other people he does podcasts with, we have also lectured / yelled at, not to, not with, but at Riley about this exact same problem. So I get what you're going through with this.
But no, weekly pay, fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
a fantastic.
budgeting with weekly pay. It's so nice.
Yeah,
I can't wait until like I'm older and someone's like, "Yeah, we're gonna pay you monthly." I'm like, "No. You're gonna pay me weekly because that's how I know how to budget. You can't budget me on 30 days worth of pay. Fuck that."
Yeah, because you do run out because no one makes enough to like just get paid once a month, man.
Yeah,
And
no, fuck that.
I like even if like the worst thing is
In
on
theory, you're
salary
receiving
because
the same amount of money. You
Oh,
just
I
have
know,
to
but
budget
it's
it.
also it's budgeting and it's self-control. Like
yeah.
I just paid rent, so now I know exactly what my money is for the next week until I get another paycheck.
Yeah, it becomes sort of a pain in the butt to try and work around these like 2.5 because I get paid on the 7th and 22nd of every month. And without daily pay, I'd be sweating like a lot. I'd have decent money, but I would still be sweating like until I got paid. And
Look, I just spent like $120 on my last paycheck on fucking Amazon. Amazon's a bitch, by the way.
I have
It was
ducked
worth
my
it. It's worth it. It's great. I don't regret what I bought at all. Like I've regretted a few things in the past where I'm just like, that wasn't needed. That was a 4 a.m. purchase. I did not need that.
Okay, I regret what you bought.
Yeah,
I
what
know
did you
regret
buy?
what I buy.
Why did Penguin regret what you bought? What did you buy, Colo?
I didn't. Shut up. I bought a T-shirt for my roommate. I bought some other clothes, and I bought a body pillow because my other one is
Let's
broken.
go.
Oh, a body pillow. Oh, buddy, we gotta have a talk.
It's not a lewd body pillow. It's not a lewd body pillow. It is tasteful and it is safe for work.
Would you mind telling us what it is?
Yeah, I could probably send a picture. And I can.
Does it
Fuck
depict a
you! I'll send a
character of
goddamn
some
picture.
sort,
It's safe,
or
safe for work. Fuck you. You want to challenge me about a goddamn fucking body pillow?
Which anime character is your body pillow? I guess is what I'm asking.
Have you seen Demon Slayer?
I've seen like pictures of them everywhere.
It's the purple one, Shinobu.
Oh, is that the chick with like the bit in her mouth?
No, that's Nezuko.
Oh, okay. I'm
Tasteful
not like
for work, and it's the same on both sides, so I don't have to send two pictures. Tasteful. Leave me be. It was $60 total. I needed a new pillow.
where's the pics?
I'm
the
working on it.
pics.
I had to turn lights on in my room.
But yeah, I had to get a PO box because I live in a box once upon a time, and I had to like make sure that my info didn't get leaked out into the internet because my friends were like wanting to send me all sorts of weird, crazy shit in the mail. I'm like,
Picture,
dude,
bitch.
no, I don't want
Don't
that.
come at me and tell me body pillows
Okay.
are bad. Okay,
Okay,
it's tasteful.
Turn the
Alright,
pillow
not
around.
bad.
Turn the
Not
pillow
bad,
around.
not
Show
bad.
me the back of the pillow.
It's the same. It's literally
Okay.
the same. You can
Okay.
trust me on that. I wanted a tasteful one. It was also the only one that was only like the cover was only like $20.
Good deal, good deal.
Exactly. The pillow and the cover cost me $60.
Weeb
Oof.
ass.
Shut up, Penguin. Shut up, Penguin. You got me all
Penguin,
heated.
what did Penguin buy today?
The Venusaur hoodie.
Yep.
The what?
Venus-
Hold on.
whoa,
Could you
whoa.
say
I need
that
pictures.
slower?
Is it on? Wait, where is it?
The Venusaur.
the Pokemon, a hoodie
The-
based on
The
that.
Puma hoodies that the Pokemon Center have right now. Because I already have the Blastoise one, so I
Oh,
got
this
the-
one? It's okay.
Look, what hoodies do they have? Just like the
Penguin. Penguin.
They're comfy.
I just looked at the dollar amount. Penguin, how dare you?
Don't look at the dollar amount.
don't look at the dollars.
Okay, it doesn't
What do they?
exist.
What do they have? Just like the 3 starters.
Yeah, and the Charizard one's like the ugliest one.
Does it have the Charizard ears on the hood?
No,
No,
it's like a athletic
it.
wear.
Mhm.
I think the light blue with Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise is actually pretty. I also
Yeah,
love how everything that we talk about on here immediately goes to Pokemon somehow. Nobody has to bring it up, but it immediately goes to Pokemon every single
Detour Ahead is
episode.
Detour Ahead is just supplemental programming for Pokemon Variety Hour, I think.
It's freeform. It's Pokemon Freeform Variety Hour.
Pokemon, it's a real variety hour of Pokemon.
Yeah, I've learned more about Pokemon despite never playing a game of Pokemon except Pokemon Go with my friends when it first came out, and briefly with a friend of mine who played it with me for like 2 days and then disappeared for like 6 months off the internet, so I never played it again.
We got to do the Mocast Nuzlocke. That's still
Yeah,
we got to do that.
I'm super into that.
Oh, do you want to see what else I got on Amazon?
What else did you get on Amazon, Colo?
Riely, you might like this. You might laugh at this. It's one of those. It would probably be on the Shirts That Go Hard
Okay.
Twitter account that you follow.
Yeah, the one we did the video about where you and Demi were super into it the whole time.
Yeah.
Of course, I come fast. I've got fish to catch.
Dude, that's going to be like a future Zoomer in their boomer phase T-shirt.
Yeah, it says it's literally just a bass, and it says, "Of course I come fast. I got fish to catch."
That's fucking amazing. I once upon a time had a lime green hat that simply had the words "fish naked" on them. I put the hat down one time and I never could find it. I think my shop teacher might have stole it from me.
I want a T-shirt that has the same like top. It says, "Of course I come fast," but instead of the fish, it's Reggie Fils-Aimé, and then the bottom says, "That's all the time I've got. I gotta play Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS." God, Reggie Fils-Aimé was such a legend. Doesn't he work with fucking GameStop now or some shit? How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, if you ever work at GameStop, your life's not going in the right place.
He's probably still a living legend. Well, there's a difference between working at GameStop and being like a fucking CEO at GameStop. Reggie Fils-Aimé is not working the cash register at the local GameStop in fucking Kentucky.
All right, I'll give him that then, I guess.
He was the president of Nintendo. If you weren't aware, he was a legend. But have you bought anything stupid this week, Moediggity?
No, I haven't bought anything stupid because I've been ducking Amazon since November because I bought my 3070 OC and they put me on a payment plan, and then hard times, let's say, hit the Mooster, and I've been like budgeting in a way, and I've been ducking them. I haven't paid my graphics card off yet, so
Moediggity's credit score is going down.
I don't give a shit. Fuck credit. Who cares? Credit's fucking bullshit, man. Credit is such a scam in this country. It's literally just something that's impossible to maintain if like you're not like upper middle class, man. And if you have like a strong like financial like I guess support system, like people who will teach you finances when you're a kid or a teen. Because I didn't get shit like that. I just got the shit yelled at me or like hit, if I fucked up with money or someone else kid. So that was my financial teachings. So there's like whole generations of dudes like me who just don't value credit as much. It sucks, but I'm gonna pay it back. I got a raise, so money will go back to Amazon because I like Amazon, and I haven't bought anything from Amazon in a while.
Dude, it's like a monthly thing at this point to where I drop like $120 every month on Amazon just for some stupid shit like clothes or plushies or whatever. It's a problem. It's bad, but it's part of the budget now.
Yeah, Moediggity is unaware, but because he doesn't know you guys as well. But Colo2 and Penguinmage both have crippling addictions to purchasing plushies.
Look, since our last episode, I have no plushie updates.
No plushies were purchased this week.
No plushies were purchased within the past week.
What kind of plushies do you normally get?
Pokemon.
Okay, all right.
Pokemon. Sometimes some axolotls. That's about it.
Axolotls are the best.
When I used to troll on the Chan boards a lot, every once in a while in like the Co or like video game ones, there would be a guy who'd post his Pokemon collection, and it was nothing it was like literally like dozens of that one Pokemon that has the hypnosis sign on the stomach and has like the set of eyes, and I don't know, it doesn't have a mouth or anything. You know what I'm talking about? It's the
Poliwrath?
blue, black, and white one.
One of the
I
Polys.
think Poliwhirl. Yeah. It's the one
Is
with
he
the
standing on two?
hypnotized.
Does he has arms? Does
Yeah,
he
he
have
had-
arms?
Yeah,
They
he
both
has
have
arms.
arms.
Poliwag does not have arms.
Oh,
So that
okay.
narrows it down to two. Is it beefy? Does it look like it wants to like beat the shit out of you? Or is
Yeah.
it fun?
It looks. You know, I'm gonna look for Hypno Pokemon right here. Like I'll probably like find it in just a second here. It's
Hypno is a very different Pokemon. You're looking for either Poliwhirl or Poliwrath.
Poliwhirl. Okay.
We're trying to figure because they look similar. It's just that one of them's bigger and wants to kick your ass.
Oh, Poliwrath. That's the one.
Poliwrath. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, this one says Poliwhirl. Then there's the Poliwag. I fucking hate Pokemon. God damn it.
Yeah, there's a little one, and then there's a middle one, and there's a big one because Pokemon evolve.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I saw another theory behind Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl to Poliwrath. It doesn't actually evolve. It just gets angrier because you gave it a water stone.
It just gets pissed. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
It just gets
I don't
mad.
want this shit. Get this shit out of my face.
It just gets mad. It doesn't evolve. Nothing changes. It just gets mad at you because it gave it. You gave it a water stone.
I'm glad they made Politoed because it's so weird that Poliwag is a fucking tadpole who evolves into a bigger tadpole, who then evolves into an even bigger tadpole, and that's the evolution line. There's no frog until they got Politoed.
Squirtle, who's a turtle, evolves into a slightly bigger turtle, who then also evolves into a bigger turtle.
The Colochew, tadpoles are known as the creatures who become frogs. So when you make a tadpole Pokemon, you would think the logical conclusion of that evolutionary line is a frog.
Yeah, but
instead he turns into a bigger tadpole.
They redeem themselves with Timpole the Seismitoad.
That's... what?
Timpole
does not evolve into Seismitoad. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you? Yes, it does.
Timpole is the electric one, right?
No, Timpole is the tadpole Pokemon from Gen 5 that evolves into Palpitoad, then Seismitoad.
Are you sure?
Are you talking Tynamo?
Yes, I'm talking.
Oh my god, you have a Pokemon podcast, my guy. What? Well, this is like a weekly thing.
It's over 1,000 of the fuckers. Okay, it's hard.
Yeah, but Gen 5 is your generation. How do I know Gen 5 better than you?
What? How is it my generation? Just because I like it and you don't? It's not even in my top 4.
Anyway, Timpole,
talk about
Palpitoad to Seismitoad. They redeemed themselves.
They did redeem themselves, and they did add Politoed in Gen 2 to retroactively redeem the Poliwag line. But do we want to talk about the topic now?
We have a topic?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot I told everybody the topic except for my co-host. I told both guests.
We have a topic. We are 30 minutes in, my guy. I didn't know we had a topic. I thought we were just bullshitting again.
No, we got a topic. We're talking about customer service today, folks.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All 4 of us have worked in the customer service industry at one time or another, or mostly currently, I think, actually. Well, I work in sales and IT right now, so I guess I'm not currently, but I believe the other 3 of you are.
All right. If we're doing customer service, let's start with one of our guests.
Moediggity?
Penguinmage?
What do you want? I'm still trying to figure out because, like, you guys said Timpole and Palpitoad. All I can think of is 2 Pokemon. One has Tim Pool, the political commentator on YouTube's face on one, and the other one's Palpatine. But like before he went full like Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, but on another Pokemon. So that's where my mind's at right now.
You got it. That's exactly what those Pokemon are.
Yeah, this podcast moves real fast, real good. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Moediggity.
I didn't know that we had a topic, which is why I kind of bullshitted for like 30 minutes.
Well,
Wish I knew that ahead of time.
we What? Well, you got somewhere to be, Colo Chew. You got fucking places to go, people to see,
No.
People to do, places to be.
people to do, places to
Places
see,
to do, people to be.
people to be.
Places to
Moedig-
do, which is
All right.
weird. I mean, I don't judge.
Places
But
to do. Yep. All right, Moediggity. Give us a nice customer service story.
I'm gonna have sex with the Eiffel Tower. Nah, but anyway, uh, uh, regale you with tales from the call center. Good lord.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, tales from the crypt, demon noit, except without demons, just customers. I have the absolute stupidest fucking customers on the planet. Like, okay, to give you a super quick rundown of what I do, I set up in-ear monitors for people like for musicians, right? You know those like $600, $2,000 earphones that you'll see on the internet, like Shure's or West Tones or something like that. I'm the dude who sells those to you. And
Okay.
so anyway, yeah, basically super super expensive earbuds. Some of them are even custom, but there's like lack of customization. I think the custom is super super limited, and that's like sort of a shady thing that my company that the company that I work for as far as the contract or campaign is concerned, because they have a little bit of shady things like customization, like a handful of colors and some shitty face plates. And like and they said that we can put custom art, logo art on there, but there's nowhere to put like an JPEG or anything. It's all sorts of bullshit. But anyway, so I have these customers who call up, and you're dealing with an idiot when we take the time out of the day, the web administrator people do, to put detailed descriptions uh underneath the fucking product that you're wanting to buy. And they ask you, they'll chat up into me, what's this thing do? It's like, well, you put it in your ear and you get like certain frequencies, like, like fucking guitar or drums or bass or something. They're like, I don't understand that. What are you talking about? I'll explain to them again. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I want to speak to your manager. So I get a lot of idiots who think they're fucking smart, or the ones that I hate the most are the ones who know what they're talking about, but they're super vague with what they want. And the second that you can't find out what they want, like what is the frequency response rate of the guitar, but it's from this brand to your brand. Like, sir, I don't know. Aha! I knew you didn't know what you were talking about. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, like 3 thumbs fucking down, because we have a fucking voting system, and you shouldn't have voting systems with chat shit, all right? Because it just invites disaster. Like Uber, Lyft, rideshare, the gig economy, it's almost a good idea if it weren't for the vote up, votes down, the thumbs down thing. Fucking stupid, because people are kind of shitty, and they just want they use it sort of as a way to lord over you. You're like, dance my little dance, my pet, my minion, my owner, my slave. Give me my pizza, or else I'll thumbs down.
But it
you.
is also a system that helps prevent people matching up with drivers who are assholes and shitty. So, you got to take the good with the bad, I think.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think if you 1-star an Uber driver and he was courteous to you, I think
You should
he has
be
something
executed via firing squad.
No, I'm not that bad. No, I'm not like that. No, I think someone who has consistently high star scores, if they get a fucking 1-star review, that needs to be like reviewed like rigorously.
Yeah, that's
that's
definitely
fucked up.
fair. I do
Yeah.
understand what you're saying about your customer, though. Like, I hate fucking customers who just have this need to like prove they have more knowledge than you, or like gotcha you in some way. It's so fucking annoying. Like, oh yeah, dude, you're so clever. You got me. You
Yeah.
fucking got me.
Yeah, like I'm looking for the wave response chart for these in-ear monitors that you're getting. Sir, we don't have those. You guys have nothing. Your customer service stinks. And like they fucking scream at you, right? The worst ones, however, are the dumb ones. And I'm talking about the ones like I've gotten this like 4 times in the last like few weeks, man. How do you put these into your ear? It's like, sir, they're fucking earbuds, man. They're like any other earbud you have. You just put them in
You
your
put them
ear,
into
put the
your
fucking
ear.
points the cord fucking down to the floor. Boom, adjust it. But they like some of them will fucking yell at you. Sometimes they'll go, "Oh, okay, thanks." Like, dude, are you fucking this stupid, dude? Come on, man. I just can't handle it. I'm glad I'm getting transferred because I think I can't take any more of these fucking people.
Speaking of the dumb people, so one of my favorite things one of my favorite examples of people are fucking stupid sometimes is I used to be a lifeguard at this rec center a couple years ago.
I remember lifeguard Colo Chew arc. What a time.
Lifeguard, it was the golden years. It was nice. I did nothing. I worked 3 jobs, yet still had time to sit around and do nothing most of my days. But so I was a manager, so I had access to like the pump room and stuff and blah blah blah. So I used to work morning shifts, so I would wake up, go to work. This one lady every goddamn day goes, "The water's too cold." And I'm like, "You know what?" And I like the first few times I was like, "Can't change the temperature, there's nothing I can do, blah blah blah." And eventually it got to the point where she just started like bitching at me. So I eventually got to the point where I was like, all right. So the next day she's like, one of the next days she's like, "The water's too cold. You need to turn it up." So I'm like, "You know what, ma'am? I will go see what I can do." I go back to the pump room. I shut the door. I sit back there in one of the chairs, play on my phone for about 5 to 10 minutes, come back out. After she's already been in the water for enough time, I go up to her. I don't do anything, by the way. I don't do shit.
Of
I
course.
go back out. I go back out and I go up to her. I stop her. I go, "Ma'am, is that better?" And she goes, "Yes, so much better. Thank you." And I just walk away. I'm like, "You stupid idiot." I'm like, I didn't do anything. It's the idea of you doing something. Like the equivalent of like that in my my grocery store days was someone would be so at the grocery store I worked at, if we had it, it was on the shelf. The shelf was never empty if we had the product. So if the shelf was empty, that means we do not have it in stock. So I would get constant questions of, "Do you have this in stock?" I go, "Did you check the shelf?" They go, "Yes, the shelf is empty." I go, "All right, let me check the back." I walk to the back, take a loop around the fucking store, go back to the aisle I was in where they're waiting for me, and I go, "Nope, we don't have it in the back."
That's
It's
pretty good.
literally
I
just
love
the illusion of you doing something.
I
that
love lying
appeases
to people about doing something. There was a point I have to be like vague about some of this shit because I don't want to say the companies I work for and have
Oh
worked
yeah.
for.
Oh yeah.
But there was a point where I was selling a product and we were offering it at a discounted price, but there was a further discounted price that we weren't supposed to offer them. We were only supposed to honor it if they got like something in the mail about it. But like, if it's gonna get you the sale, then maybe you offer it. And how that would usually happen is you would offer the usual price that you're supposed to offer, and they'd be like, "Do you have anything better?" And I'd be like, "Hold on, let me talk to my supervisor." And then I just mute myself for 2 minutes and not do anything, and then be like, "Yeah, I got the better price for you."
Yeah, it's literally the illusion of doing something that appeases most people. And it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing I do. I'll start off with like a blank percentage count and then go, hold on a sec, let me do this because like it makes them like feel like they're getting something extra and really you're just following your script because they want you to get the fucking sale, right? So like, okay, well, I know I offered this percent, but how about I give you this plus free shipping? Now here's the rub here. They already get free shipping if they're over like a percentage point, like a dollar amount. But like since they're getting some for like hundreds of dollars, they don't know that part. So I throw that in there, and my sales have almost doubled since I've done that. So I wish I did that when I was first starting out. But yeah, I've had a banger month too. I've already sold like $3,000 worth of stuff. So and it's my last like couple of weeks there, so that's kind of a pisser, but I get a good fat raise over it. Plus, I get a good commission check, so maybe I won't overdraft to pay rent and bills this month. Yay!
You know who we haven't heard from is Penguin. I know it's sleepy time, but Penguin, I know you used to do the little customer service bullshit at a grocery store, at a store. What'd you do?
Penguinmage is on the front line. She's got face-to-face customer service. Colo told a story about that too, but Penguinmage like manages or has managed a store in the past. So I want to hear Penguinmage's story.
Right, here's a good, quick, relevant one. You were talking about people who like to talk like they know everything. I worked at Dollar General, and the thing about Dollar General,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't fucking care. If they fire me, so be it. That's a side job. But so Dollar General is aimed at poor people. That is
Yep.
its target demographic.
Yeah.
Okay. So they also on Saturdays have the $5 off 25 coupon, which is you come in, spend $25, and you get $5 off. Makes sense? Easy enough.
Easy.
Yep.
That makes like total sense.
For the past, I have been there many years. And the same woman has come in for years. And every fucking Saturday, because I worked every Saturday, would come in with her calculator and her
Oh
cart.
my god.
And she would walk around and add up everything that she bought or that she was going to buy. And she'd get up to the register and she'd be like, "It's supposed to be this much." And every time
was she factoring sales tax into this
Absolutely
calculation?
not. She was not.
Okay.
Every week, every goddamn week that she comes through the line, I have to explain to her, yeah, you have $4 in sales tax. You didn't get all food because in our county you don't have to pay tax on food. But
That's sick.
So what?
yeah.
I'm coming down. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
That was also a thing in New Hampshire, and I remember that because I used to stay in Maine every summer, and my grandfather would make us drive all the way to New Hampshire to get groceries because there was no tax on food.
And well, that shit makes a difference. But anyway, every week, same woman, same conversation. I have to explain to her like she is a child why she has $4 more than what she thinks she does. Because she does not calculate sales tax.
That's just dumb. That's just somebody being dumb.
You'd think after the first one or two times they would understand the concept.
You would think she would.
We had a very similar woman come into our store every weekend. And like it got to the point where she got banned from our fucking store. So this woman would come in and she would make it a full ass day trip. This is a regular ass grocery store like Target or Walmart minus the clothes. Just a fucking regional grocery store. Like regular prices, blah blah blah. Nothing cool going on, just regular ass grocery store. She make it her mission to spend 12 hours in the grocery store once a month. And she would make it a full ass day trip. She would eat, she would have meals there, and she would come up with like a whole bunch of wrappers and stuff and be like, I ate these around the store. And we're like, ma'am, that's stealing. She's like, I'm paying for it anyway, aren't I? I'm like, I don't know what you did in the store. I go, you come up with 5 wrappers. How do I know you didn't throw away 2 of them? I go, you can't do that. So it got to the point where she was actually stealing, like actively. She went to jail. This old woman, she went to jail. She comes back the day after she gets out of being in jail for like a couple months. She goes back to the same fucking store that I was working at
It steals again?
and steals again.
Oh my god.
Nobody called the cops because she's like 87. And like, we literally just looked at her and we're just like, ma'am, you need to leave. And she's like, I have rights. I'm allowed to be here. We're like, no, the fuck you don't. You got put in jail because you stole from our store. You just got out. You came back and you did the same thing. You need to leave. And we kicked her out.
But was she actually stealing, or was it
Yes.
just she was eating things and then bringing the wrappers up and paying for them?
I don't know the full story, but I do know I found out like a couple months later after they like fully banned her and put her photo up on, like at the front of the store that said, if you see this woman, do not
let her
out.
into this store.
Don't let her out type shit. So I found out like a month later because I became a night manager. So I was like, all right, now that I have power, I'm going to ask a couple questions that I didn't have the power to ask earlier. So I started asking the store manager, the person who runs the whole ass store. I was like, did this lady ever actually steal? And he's like, we have rung her up for $500 worth of stolen meats and all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, how? And he's like, she put it in her purse. I'm like, nope, nobody did anything about that. And he's like, she was an old lady and she was super nice to everybody. She never caused any problems. However, we did catch her on camera actively taking fucking ground beef, putting it in her purse that was in her basket or in her cart, and just continuing to walk because we can't check purses. So if it's closed, we can't do anything about it.
You ever
Isn't
watch
the
them sticking in
directive
their
to
pants?
isn't the directive to not stop shoplifters usually?
Yeah, but if we see them do it, but we also couldn't ask them to open their personal belongings. It was really wonky. It was weird.
I've always heard that working at a store, you are actively not meant to stop shoplifters. The most you could do is if you see it, you can like come up to them being like, do you need help finding anything? Just like make them nervous.
Oh yeah, no, I would never stop a shoplifter. Fuck that. That's bullshit. If you want to go steal, go steal. If you want to go try and get away with it, go do it. I, Colo Chew of the Colo Chew YouTube channel, is not condoning stealing. I am not condoning stealing.
I think I condone stealing. I think Riely of the Riely brand condone stealing.
I do not condone stealing. If you do it, I do not care. However, I am not actively telling you
snitching policy
to go
here
do
at
it.
the Riely Cinematic Universe.
Sorry, we don't snitch, but we don't care what you do, but we also don't condone it. We don't support it. That's the thing. We got to be nice. We got to be good role models for the two people that actually listen to us.
For the one person who consistently listens to this show, every episode gets at least one view. Some of them get 2, maybe 4 if we're really lucky.
Do you post your links on Twitter all the time?
I've been forgetting to do that for like 7
you have not
episodes.
been doing that recently.
But to be fair, even when I was, we were still getting no views. So
also the YouTube channel has been dead for, if I don't release a video tonight, this will be week 4.
We really should have been putting Detour Ahead on the Colo Chew YouTube channel the entire time, and I told you that, and you
I wanted it on Spotify because it's so much easier. It's easier to listen to.
It can also be on Spotify. You can have both. That's what I wanted the entire time. And you're like, no, I'm not going to upload it to my YouTube channel. What do you mean? Why would I ever do such a thing?
The YouTube channel has been suffering, so it's fine. It's all right. It's good. It's fine. I'm still salty about the fact that...
That what?
Continue. That the fucking shit got all fucked up last week.
Oh, yeah. We recorded a video, and then your power went out.
We were so close. Ratio. We were so close. Oh my god. I feel bad. I already planned on calling off. I might have to go and start bulk recording some non-dated solo content just so I can try and keep this shit alive.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how desperate I am at this point. I need content and I can't do it. I can't go a full month.
I got a couple stories to share with the class. So
What class?
the Detour Head class. Welcome to Detour Head University, folks.
Tuition
But
is $25,000 to
yep. If
the
you're
Colo
listening to
2
this podcast,
Patreon.
you now owe us $25, $25,000 worth of college tuition now that you have to donate right to patreon.com/colochew
Pay
immediately.
up, people.
Pay up. Yeah, so speaking of like customers who like think they know everything, I had this one customer who I guess like, to be fair, okay, so to be vague, I was working customer service for debit cards. That's as far as I'll go. And to be fair, I think a lot of the customer service staff that was not based in my facility was very incompetent. And it seems like this guy had been given the runaround for a little while. But he comes on the phone with me and he's like, "Listen, I'm tired of not getting help. I want to speak to a supervisor now." And I'm like, "Okay, sir, but I have to like pull up your account and verify your information first because that's how this works." And he was like, "Okay." And I pulled up his account and I verified his information and I'm like, "Let me look into the problem, see what notes are here so far so I can fill the supervisor in and ask you a couple questions and then I'll transfer you over." But then I look and I realize what his problem is and I immediately realize that I can fix it. So I get back on the line with him and I'm like, "Hey, I looked into what's going on and like here's the situation." Like he cuts me off and he's like, "Listen, I just want to speak to a supervisor." And I'm like trying to like I go to like defend and he immediately like yells it again and I'm like, "Dude, I can fix your problem right now." There's no need for a supervisor because this is a very simple fix. I can do this right now at this moment. And then he like grumbles about it. And I fix his problem. And he's a dickhead. And I hate it. I hate customers, bro. I hate them.
I've on a bunch of customers before. Like, if you really piss me off, or like if you're especially rude, I don't get paid enough for that. Like, "Can I help you anything, sir? Your shitty fucking customer service. Goodbye." Click. I've hung up on people because I will lose my temper, and
We're allowed.
I will fucking rain down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger if I have to keep on
You
going
see,
on
we're
like
allowed to
this.
hang up on people only if they swear at us, usually is the rule. Like if they're disrespectful, we have to like be cool. But if
Oh, that ties into something that I do. Oh my god. Okay, so like I deliver packages to people. Have I said what I do? Have I kept that a good secret for a while? Or
I
have
think
I
so.
I feel like you've probably mentioned it. But yeah,
anyway?
package boy.
Yeah, package boy. I deliver packages to people's houses. We have a company policy to where if let's say I'm delivering to Riely, if I go up to Riely and I go, "Here's your package," and he goes, "Fuck you," I have full authority to turn around with the package in hand, put it back in my van, and drive away. And you do
Let's
not get your
go.
shit at all. It is a
Nice.
great fucking policy, and I have used it multiple times. If you are rude to any of the drivers whatsoever, they have full authority to be like, "You know what? I don't feel safe here. Goodbye," and they fucking leave. It's so nice. It's such a good policy. If customers are rude to certain employees, they need to have the right to go, "You know what? I choose the right to not serve you, whatever I'm doing, and at whatever job. Go fuck yourself," and just
Yeah,
leave.
right to refuse service is a really great right that companies have, and I fully support it 100%.
Oh, 100%. Well,
Like, and
90,
people,
90%. 90%.
well, yeah, with the exception of the really, really bad reasons to not do that. Like, "I don't like you because you're blank," because you like the
Yeah, like
Cowboys
the
and
real
stuff.
obvious ones, like if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
rude, I will refuse to give you your shit. I do not. If you literally come up to me and you're like, "Where's my shit?" I'll be like, "Fuck if I know. I don't know," and I'll leave. I literally had this one lady cut me off while I was driving, and very unfortunate for her, she was my next stop. So I recognized the car. So what I did was I pulled up And she's like, she comes up to the van. She's like, do you got to stop? Do you have a package for me? I'm supposed to be getting it today. And I'm like, and I look over at the car and I recognize the car and I'm like, she cut me off. Fuck this. And I go, you know what, ma'am? I actually don't. I can't find your package. I knew exactly where it was. So I skip her stop and she didn't get her package. It was like 12 o'clock. She didn't get her package until 9:30. She had to wait all fucking day. And that felt so good. Because I can do that. I can fully be like, you know what? I don't want to do this stop right now. And I can just fucking skip it and you don't get your shit. Or you get your shit later on in the day.
Yeah, like no one's asking you to like, kiss the ass of the customer service rep or anything. Just, a kind, like being
cool.
kind, being cool. It costs nothing. Like, it's you're mildly inconvenienced to have to stand in line for a package or a hamburger or your headset or something. It's not a big deal. Just don't be a dick to customer service. Like, remember that Target Tory? The dude, there's this stupid ass YouTuber that Vito Giswaldi actually is friends with. Is funny. He's like friends with like a lot of the shittiest people on the internet. That guy. Vito, there's this YouTuber. He made a stupid YouTube video that went mega viral, saying this toothbrush cost 3 cents or some absurdly low amount, and it was like a misprint. And the cashier, her name was Tori. She was trying to tell this fucking guy that, and he just made this into this huge freaking deal. He was like a male Karen about it. And so that Target Tory chick blew up, and it like made it. We had the conversation in this country, at least in this country, about how we treat our customer service people. The people who are just taking your money and giving you, exchanging your money for goods and services. Like, we're the people who fucking deal with that. And, it fucking sucks. Like how rude people are just because they think they can get away with it.
Speaking of which, so this is not a personal thing. I'm going to pull up a story because this was circling around the internet about the last month, actually. Did you guys hear about the Waffle House girl?
Yeah, she got fired.
Okay, cool. So you haven't. So
yeah, I've not heard about the Waffle House girl. Please enlighten me.
Are you like fucking with me, or do you actually?
No, I'm not
know
fucking
the story?
with you. I don't know. Please enlighten me. I want to know.
So
it's a pretty funny story, actually.
So a group of people came in and started causing like a fight in a Waffle House in Austin, Texas.
I thought this was in Oklahoma.
No, it was in. No, it says Austin, Texas here.
Oh, okay, weird.
Are there two different Waffle House girls? Are we about to find out?
Are we talking about the chair girl?
Yeah, I'm talking about the chair girl. I thought that was like, I thought she was in Oklahoma. I didn't hear anything about Austin.
Anyway, I'm literally just off Google. It doesn't matter where she was. She was at a Waffle House. So she was at a Waffle House. She was working just behind the counter. People came in and started a fight. Normal everyday Waffle House bullshit. They involved I don't know exactly what the fight was about because I don't feel like looking it up. But they came in and they started fighting, like a legitimate brawl. A chair was flung at this waitress in a Waffle House. She fucking Avengers grabs it mid-air and throws it on the ground.
Yo!
She fucking grabs it. I need to find a fucking video of this shit.
The deflection is like completely on point. Like, she was like waiting her whole life to do it because it was like, sha.
This is her time, her moment.
Yes,
shine.
like this is what she was trained for all her life. It led up to this specific exact moment.
I think my favorite like Waffle House meme is just like that video where a bunch of people are fighting in a Waffle House, and then there's that guy who just goes, "Can somebody please get me a waffle?"
Anyway, the story is not done. Like, so it's actually kind of like frustrating for her on her end of the story. She claims that after that, she got like the chair being flung at her got her involved in the fight. She tried to break it up and everything. She got blacklisted by Waffle House and can never work at a Waffle House ever again.
Oh.
Because of what she did.
So they wanted her to take the fucking chair to the face?
Probably, yeah.
Dude, fuck corporations, man.
Okay, so here's the fucking video if you have not seen it.
We gotta stop doing these visual things on audio podcasts, man. We're so bad about that.
It's not a big visual. It's literally exactly how I described it.
Yeah,
He grabs the chair midair and
Let's see
flings it
this
down to the
shit.
ground.
Yeah, and it's been a long enough to where I think
Oh
everyone.
my god!
Riley, honestly, and I don't mean this in any kind of snarky way, you might be the only person on the internet that hasn't seen this video yet.
What a fucking badass! That's
Yeah,
sick.
right. And this is like what, some Arabic TV station that's reporting on this? I've never heard of this channel before.
I literally just looked up original video. That's all I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this shit made some fucking rounds on the internet, man. There was fan art of this fucking girl, man. There was like
Dude,
her
I'm
going Super
surprised that
Saiyan.
you did not hear about this at all. I'm very surprised.
I feel like I saw a news article about it pop up on like my Microsoft Edge news feed at work, but I just didn't click on it because I was doing something else. But yeah, man, why can't people just be cool?
Right?
Yeah,
Like, why can't you just like the other thing that I fully don't understand? We also haven't heard from
Mhm.
Penguin in a minute. I know it's late. Is these people probably did these? Some of these people who are assholes to the service industry were probably in the service industry before. I don't understand. You were probably a cashier at some point in time. Do you not understand?
dude,
What it's like to do this
anybody
shit?
who interacts with you in any way in customer service or in this might get into hotter take territory. Maybe somebody's gonna be like, no, fuck you. But with telemarketers as well. Like here's your guide on how to deal with a telemarketer. Okay, I'm not saying you have to buy things from telemarketers. I know nobody wants to,
Oh,
and
no.
that's fine.
What you do
But
with telemarketers is they're not allowed to market to businesses. So all you have to do is
yes,
pick up
they
the
are.
phone and
I marketed to
no.
businesses all the time when I was a telemarketer.
Certain places will 100% immediately hang up if you answer as the business phone. So if you call me and I'm trying to sell me shit and I pick up and go, "Hi, thank you for calling GameStop. How can I help you?" Some companies cannot sell to other companies and will hang up.
I used to have to sell to companies, and it was the most awkward shit ever. Because 99% of the time, they don't know who you're talking about. Some employee just gave their work number out as their number because they didn't want to get calls, probably. And it'd be like, "Thank you for calling, whatever," and I'd be like, "Hey, is it John there?" And they'd be like, "No, this is a GameStop," and I'd be like, "Yeah, sorry." See you later. We used to have to pursue it too. It was the worst because, like, when I was doing outbound sales, what we had to do is because there's like laws about automatic dialing with cell phones. So we would manually dial cell phones. And that was most of what we did. But every once in a while, they would like pull a couple people in a room to do landlines, and with landlines, we could auto dial. And the procedure with landlines is sometimes we would call businesses and we actually had to like go through the automated system menu to attempt to get to the person we were looking for. And I hated it so much because it's just so awkward. You end up on the line with like a fucking operator and you're like, "Oh, is John there?" And you're like, "What is this call about?" It's like, I want to sell him this thing. And they're like, "This is the Walmart corporate phone number." And I'm like, "Well, does John want this product? Get John. I need John, please." It was the worst. But your guide on how to deal with telemarketers is literally just be cool. You don't have to buy from them. If you tell them to put you on the do not call list, they have to do it. So don't be shitty about it. Just be like, "Hey, I'm not interested. Put me on the do not call list." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool. What's your phone number?" And just say your phone number instead of being like, "You called it." Just say your phone number. And I'll be like, "Thank you. You're on the do not call list." And they'll be like, "Okay, thanks, bye." Nice, pleasant human interaction instead of like, why? Do you not have
I mean,
something
the
better
other
to do,
option is
man?
every
Or
every
just
2
hang up.
minutes. Nah, the other option is every 2 minutes because some telemarketers are not allowed to hang up unless you do. occasionally just be like, "Hey, are you still there?" And then just ignore them for the next like 2 minutes.
Over here, like, please respect your telemarketers, and Colo's just like, no, just fuck with them.
Oh, 100% fuck with them.
No, they're just doing their job, man. Just tell them you don't want their
But
shit
it's a shitty
and move
job.
on.
Look, I already told you I would keep you on the line for 12 hours if you ever called me.
It's so antithetical. Don't you have something better to do? Just
No.
just
No.
be cool.
I have absolutely nothing better to do. I deliver packages. I'm able to listen to music during the day. I can have headphones in all day. I will 100% keep you in line. And literally just, if I could record a conversation from my phone, I would literally, at the end of the fucking conversation, when I felt like I was done with this telemarketer dude, I'd be like, "Hey, I recorded your conversation. May I upload it to YouTube?" And I would 100% upload it as Detour Ahead mystery podcast or some stupid shit like that. Or
Mystery
Colo,
guest.
literally telemarketer and Colo are bored or some stupid shit like that. And it
Oh
would
my
be great.
god.
Literally just keep this dude on the line for as long as possible, but still also continue to slightly show interest in whatever they're selling and then go off on tangents. It's great. It's also chaotic as fuck too, and I love it.
Listen, man. What you're describing sounds very fun if you do it to Indian tech scammers. But a lot of telemarketers are true blue Americans who just work in a dingy office trying to make ends meet. So
Yeah, but
these-
most of them are hourly, so
that is true. That is fair.
they don't care. If it takes 12 hours to make a sale, they'll make the fucking sale. Some of them legitimately are told, "You are not allowed to hang up."
Yeah, I guess rules do depend. For me, it's like definitely handle time is an important stat. So when people keep me on the line for no reason, it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to have the handle time talking to where I have to explain to them that I had to deal with a customer for fucking 7 hours. But hey Penguin, how you doing over there? I think we lost her. I think
She
she's gone.
didn't. I just
Oh,
I
okay.
always lose the unmute button on my mic.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel that.
That's okay. Welcome to Detour Ahead, everyone. Penguin,
Yeah.
do you have any
Hey,
input? Do you have any other
Penguinmage.
fun stories?
Let me think. I'm sure I
You
did.
don't deal with customer service with your new job, do you?
Oh no, it's 0 customer service. It's great.
Oh, that's so nice. You don't talk to anybody?
I mean, I have to talk to the people that are running the machine line with me, but that's about it.
See, that's not bad because they're your coworkers. So as long as they're cool, it's not that bad.
I mean, I hate them, but it's fine.
Why do you hate your coworkers? What's wrong with them?
We are very different people.
Is it like a personality thing or a politics thing or
A personality thing, yeah.
okay?
That's fair. Is there anybody you want to beat up?
Yeah.
You don't have to name names, just because like there's a few people at my
What does
job
it matter? I'm sure there's a
Well, what if
million
they
of whatever
actually,
name
like,
she's
what if
gonna
they
say.
legitimately, like, what if they're that one listener and they're like, "Oh shit, her voice sounds familiar,"
I want
and
to beat
Penguin's
the
like, "Yeah,
shit
I want
out
to
of
beat
my
the shit out
coworker
of this one
John.
coworker," and she names
Fuck
him
you,
by name, and he's
John.
like, "Oh god, now I feel threatened," and Penguin loses her job.
Very doubtful. But
Do you not advertise the shit you do, Penguin? Do you not tell people you're on podcasts?
no.
No. What do you mean no?
No.
I acted.
No.
Look, my parents and my family have been trying to figure out what my internet shit is, and I refuse to tell them. I'm like, nope, you don't get to my YouTube or my
You see,
podcast.
my
You can know
internet
what they're
shit.
about, but you don't get names.
A lot of the podcasts I have are just like they're too much, man. I platform too much edgy shit sometimes.
Exactly. I don't need
and
my parents hearing this shit.
like Colo, you're absconded of it. This is not a very edgy show, but like the Moediggity can speak to the quality of some of the largest issue episodes we have done in the past.
Yep.
And
Unplanned normally, they just sort of some of the edgy stuff just comes out of the blue.
it was funny. This wasn't me. Sometimes I tell people I'm on podcasts, but
I tell if you're around my age and I'm like, if you mention podcasts, I go, you should go listen to Detour Ahead. I have my own podcast. Do you like Pokemon? I have a YouTube channel. You like Pokemon even more and podcasts? I send them to Pokemon Variety Hour. I send people everywhere all the time.
You see, I'll straight
Minus
up
family. Family does not get access to anything I do on the goddamn internet.
People are aware that I have podcasts. Like that is a commonly known fact around like my job. But like if somebody in a position of authority like asks me what my podcast is because they want to look for it, I will unironically respond, please don't look for it.
Oh yeah, no. Anybody with power? No. Absolutely not.
But I did actually have my boss listen to Pixels once, which was fine because Pixels is not a very edgy show. She started calling me Pegasus as a joke, which I didn't like. But other than that,
Peglet,
yeah.
Peglet.
But recently, Moediggity will remember my friend Patrick and his uncouth behavior on episode 107 of Largest Issue in the Galaxy.
Is that your platonic boyfriend, Patrick?
Yes, my platonic boyfriend Patrick. He said some real mean and bad things on that episode. There were some slurs. It was a regrettable evening.
Yeah,
did it get bleeped out? Was it that bad?
What?
Was there editing to be done afterwards?
Oh yeah, so many F slurs were beeped. So many. Just they flowed. But
God, I'm so out of touch. When you say F slur, my mind immediately goes to fuck, and I'm like, why are you bleeping out that? We say that all the time, and then my brain immediately was like,
oh, that one.
Yeah, Riely has the worst luck when it comes to like getting some of the guests, because like some of the guests like lately the last couple of months have been like, ouch. And I know that for a fact that Riely didn't really anticipate anything like that, but it just sort of happens, you know?
Yeah, so this happened. This podcast is awful. Makes Patrick look awful. He said some bad things. And he's a manager now at my job, and he told his agents about it.
Oh,
and
really?
Fuck. I come on his sales floor like I do often because I'm fixing computers, so I'm on every sales floor every day. I walk on the floor, and they're like, "Hey, what is that podcast you did with Patrick called?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry." And he's like, "Yeah, he told us about it. The one where he said the bad things." And I'm like, "I don't know. I feel like I probably shouldn't tell you what that episode is."
oh my god. See,
I don't know why he would mention it.
Besides saying like fuck, bitch, shit at like common bad words, it's relatively family friendly, which is nice. Like besides the constant swearing, other than that, there's not really much controversial shit that goes on this podcast.
I regret a lot of the podcast I've released in that way. I've definitely limited my future career prospects.
You're fine. Once you make it big, you take it all down. Like it never happened.
Like it never had. Unfortunately, well, I guess Kiwi Farms is gone now, so I might be okay.
You disavow all your friends. You say, I repudiate, renunciate, and repudiate again. You know, all my friends and their stuff. They're bad people. Cancel your friends
Bad
and get
people.
your money.
Don't like them. Never liked them to begin with. But yeah, that was
make it big, and I'm gonna be like, Detour Ahead episode 100's coming up, and you're like, fuck Detour Ahead, fuck Colo Chew. I don't know you. I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know who you are. I mean, you're like one of my least problematic friends, Colo. So
least? Am I problematic to you?
No.
Other than the fact that I can't actually schedule things properly.
No, you're not actually. I'm just saying, like, I have some friends who have said some things in the past that it's like, but you don't have any of that. I don't have to disavow you in the future. I don't have to disavow you when I make it big.
Mainly because I watch what I say before I. There's also no like controversial thoughts that I have.
I think it's just that
Because,
like
like,
me and Demi Bloom.
I
go ahead.
heavily avoid on podcasts like specific topics, just so like my opinion doesn't actually go out there, so I'm safe.
I think it's just like me and Demi Gloom like to have discussions about controversial issues. Like there was a time on Largest Issue where like we couldn't go an episode without discussing Hitler and Nazis in some context.
God damn it.
I don't know why.
It's like you and Riley talking about Pokemon on that level of every time we talk.
Literally, it all turns into Nazis.
Oh, it's like everything turns to crabs.
I think there should be a podcast where it's nothing but like talk of like Pokemon and Nazis and like Nazi see where it goes.
Those two specific topics, like we can only talk about Hitler or Pikachu. Those are the only things we can discuss on this podcast.
There are several jokes I want to tell, but I don't know you guys. I don't want to get you in trouble, so we're not going to tell them.
No,
nobody listens to this podcast. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody will ever hear this. So.
Oh, okay. You know, you can discuss the final solution to Ash Ketchum. I expected there to be a little bit more laugh to that, but you know, that's okay. It's okay.
I remember I shared a Hitler meme on like Facebook once where like my family could see it. I don't know why I did that. Nobody even said anything except for like our old roommate was like, "Oh, real nice, Riely."
Yeah,
I posted like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the final solution meme.
Oh dear God, Jesus Christ! Yeah, you gotta hide your power level. You can't let your edgy memes like out in public, man. Like I'll never like what you guys are talking about. I'll never tell my coworkers or my family what shows I do because like I don't want them to ask me about libertarianism and volunteerism and you know what I think the government should be and all that because they're like I vote insert major party here. I'm like no, I don't have time for that, Mom.
See, the other thing is like I don't need them. They don't need to know. It's not their business what I do. If they find it, I'm probably going to have a little mental breakdown and cry about it for a couple days. But there's also nothing I can do about it. Dude, except actively be like, yeah, I do. Like, they know I do YouTube and they know I have podcasts, but I do not tell them the name. Ever. They ask me what it's about, I will tell them what it's about. They do not get a name under any circumstances. They
if my
know
mother
about it,
ever heard one of my podcasts,
what we do,
I would cry.
But I do not tell them names. I do not give names out to people I do not trust.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really smart way to run your internet life. Is like never let them know where you work. Like like I'm being vague enough with what I not so much what I do, but like who I work for. Because there's like a million companies that also do like in-ear monitors and all that. And I don't work for any of the companies I mentioned earlier. But yeah, I don't need anyone like trying to rat on me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why I say I deliver packages to people. That could be UPS, FedEx, USPS, Amazon, some other third-party company that does some stupid shit. Like, it could be anything. So there's no way, unless I, like, dox myself before. I don't remember.
FedEx loses so many fucking packages, man. Another problem.
I mean, they all do. It's so easy to steal. It's so easy.
Oh, yeah, but like FedEx will just like straight up lose your shit.
Oh, 100%,
and like because like I've had to deal with international
UPS and Amazon are the exact same way too.
Like I've had to like call up international UPS or fucking FedEx stations just to go, hey, listen, this is going to Portugal. This isn't going to fucking Italy. You need to go over here because they got like a couple of numbers in a zip code or their country's mailing code, whatever it's called. And yeah, they royally fucked up, and we have to like call them up and give them the proper information. And they make it as much a pain in the ass as possible to do so, to contact them as well, because they still
of
they don't
course.
have like a customer service to customer service fucking dedicated line. No, you use the regular fucking people line. You know, it's a pain in the ass to take care of.
Real quick, there is a story I just thought of. This person might win the award for like craziest person I've talked to on the phone. Because it was just so let me set the scene for you. It's Saturday. I'm on a shift with only two other people, my friends James and Zach. We don't even have a supervisor there. It's just the three of us. I was working recruiting for a job at the time. My job was to do phone interviews and set up in-person interviews. And James gets a call from a woman who did an interview and was supposed to start at at a location in like a whole different state from us, because there's obviously like multiple locations. And she was like, "Hey, I'm supposed to start, but I can't access my like new hire documents. I need help." And that's not our job. So James is like, "You called the wrong people." And then she just like starts yelling at him. And then eventually I think James just hung up on her. And then like a minute later, Zach gets the same lady. And then he goes through the same rigmarole of, "You called the wrong people. This is not the place." And she's like, "You are the people on the phone line. You should be able to help me." Blah, 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 blah. And eventually that phone call ends. Then another minute passes, and guess what, guys? I get the same lady. And once again, but I'm like serious about it. I'm like, listen. Like, I'm trying my best to help, because I'm always like, Zach and James just wanted nothing to do with her, wanted her off the phone. I'm like, let me try to get her to the right place, because I'm a good person. I'm like, listen, this is the recruiting department. We do phone interviews. We don't put the new hire documents in your email. That's not us. I'm gonna send you to the like main phone line for the location you're gonna work. Okay? And then she's like real shitty. She asks for my name, and she says that she's going to like complain about me and report me if I'm steering her wrong. And this location's in like fucking 50 states over or whatever. And I'm just, in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, okay. Sure, see how that goes for you, lady. See what the fucking the fucking, this isn't the real state, but just for the example, like, yeah, I'm sure the Delaware branch really cares what I'm doing. I'm sure that will come back to me. Like, sure, lady. She was just so insane. Like, I really hope they fired her. Because, like, who calls the job that just hired them and fucking screams at 3 of their representatives? Why would you do that? Do you want a job?
Yeah, that reminds me of this one chick on Twitter who said, yeah, like maybe you guys have seen the tweet, because it's been floating around for like a year and a half. It's, yay, I got a job at NASA.
I
And,
love this so
or
much.
yeah, I got a job at NASA. Fuck yeah. And someone from NASA, unbeknownst to her, goes, you shouldn't swear when you're saying, you know, blah, 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 NASA. Just trying to make the company look good. And she tells the lady or the person,
Suck my
shut the
dick
fuck
and
up,
balls.
suck my dick and balls. Yeah. I work for NASA. Like, ooh, you shouldn't. Yeah, goddamn. You should watch your tone sometimes, you know? Like, maybe don't pop off immediately. Maybe wait a minute or two to verify everything first, you know? To be fair, though, the NASA rep did not, like, you know, doesn't know internet etiquette, where you just don't show up and just go, maybe you shouldn't do that. You, like, don't finger wag a fucking person, because then you get responses like this, but still, it's fucking funny.
I hear she did end up getting the job anyway. That's
Oh, yeah,
what
she
I
got the
hear.
job.
Good.
Yeah. which really pisses me off because the Waffle House lady got fucking fired for defending herself. Like, I didn't know that she was blackballed and completely fucking banned all across the board from Waffle House. Like, dude, fuck y'all, man. Like, don't make your, I don't care how much you get paid, unless you're in the fucking boxing ring, you don't get paid to fucking get hit.
Just real quick about the suck my dick and balls NASA thing. The funniest thing to me, like the memes always get me where like you have to know what the original thing was. Like every once in a while I'll see like an edit of that thread where it's just like it just gets rid of all the swear words and it's like, hey guys, I got a job at NASA, and then it's the guy replying and it says like, congratulations, thanks. But you know it's it's that.
God, the editing of memes and editing of memes is like, I could talk months about that shit.
When are we gonna do the memes episode of Detour Ahead? Colo 2.
What?
Can you tell he tuned out? When are we gonna do the memes episode of Detour Ahead?
In terms of what? What are you talking about?
Like, is it topic? Colo 2, are you still here? Hello?
I had a lot to drink, and I went to my parents' house to sober up. That didn't happen.
That was
so now it's
unsuccessful.
also very, very
Are you
tired.
saying you drove 50 in a 35 and were also still not sober?
Don't answer that question. Do not answer that question.
I would not be able to blow a .08 if that's what you're asking.
Of course.
I
That's what
wasn't
your attorney
asking
Saul
about what you
Goodman would
could
advise.
blow. I was asking if you were still perceiving the world as a drunk man would.
I was not actively drunk. I just didn't stop drinking. I started drinking at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or 4 o'clock in the evening at bowling. That continued on into dinner afterwards, and then at mom and dad's.
Okay, officers, I swear he's just joking. He didn't actually mean any of this. Like, he just now started
I fully
drinking
mean
while
that.
at
Go
home.
fuck,
Yeah,
fuck
this is
all of the cops
legally
that I
actionable,
passed
guys.
on Hilliard Boulevard.
Go
fuck
arrest
yourself.
Colo Chew. I'm sure that's his real legal name. Go.
You don't know me. You can't track me down.
3 weeks later, Your Honor, I apologize for my attitude. It was very gentlemanly of me. I swear I'll never do it again.
No, I'll just pull the you don't
Wasn't
know
me.
who I am. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
He
It
was
wasn't
the
me.
one-armed man.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Also, everything we
Are
say.
you not Colo Chew? I'll be
Also-
like, no, I'm pretty sure that's Riely, insert last name here. They're like, is that not Riely on your podcast? They're like, no.
Real quick, everybody.
A couple years
blanket-
ago because we thought it would be funny. Duh. And then I just incriminate you.
This is a blanket statement that applies to all podcasts in the Riely cinematic universe. Anything that any of us say in regards to crimes that we commit, satire. All satire.
Oh,
None of it is real.
And in Minecraft.
today.
And in Minecraft as well. It's satire
I don't
and
care.
it's in
I won't-
Minecraft. It's doubly layered.
In
Look, I
Warzone
already
2.
had a conversation about this with Penguin. I literally tweeted out back when I was trying to be funny on Twitter, but then I kind of just gave up after like a week or two. Literally fucking tweeted out at 11 o'clock at night. Shout out to the cop on I-480 for not pulling me over when I was going 80 in a 60.
He couldn't pull you over. You were trying to travel time. You were trying to get to 88.
fully incriminated myself on Twitter. And like I talked to Penguin, I was like, can I get indicted for this? Can I go to jail? And Penguin's like, no, you should be fine. That tweet is now long gone because I got scared. But
yeah, you should totally be scared. Like anyone like put taking pictures of their drugs from their drug deal they just got back from, or announcing that they have drugs on Facebook. Hey, here's my number, contact me, holla at your boy. Shit like that should not fucking happen at all. It's always
You
a bad
assured
idea.
me of the opposite when we did MoCast on drugs. You were like, nobody cares.
Oh man, like no, wait, that's not something I'd say.
Yes, we did the MoCast
I say
on
nobody
drugs, and
cares
I talked
a lot,
about
but
I talked about the drugs I did, and I was like, I'm scared. That
Oh,
I'm gonna get in
no,
trouble. And you were like,
No. Like you can talk about drugs as much as you want. Just don't say like that. I'm currently going to buy some drugs, or here's some pictures of some
See, now we're gonna cut that,
substances.
Riley. We gotta cut that and post it to Twitter. Moediggity. I'm currently going to buy drugs.
I'm currently. I am on my way to 308 Boardfish Avenue.
It is currently 12:15 in the a.m., and I am going to purchase some illegal substances from this guy named Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. Here's some money for illegal narcotics. Thank you. Goodbye. And
Thank you very much, sir. But do we want to? I know Colo's drunk. Penguin might already be asleep. Who knows?
I stopped drinking like 2.5 hours ago. So.
Well, where I was going with that is, does any of us have any more stories, or do we want to start wrapping this shit up?
I mean, we're at an hour and a half, so we should probably wrap it up. I don't really like hitting 2 hours with this podcast, but
sometimes I like it. But I feel like we all it's midnight, so we can start packing it up.
Well, you know what? I guess let's end on a high note then, and I'll quickly. You know what I love about like customer service when people are super nice to you. Yeah, besides drugs. When people are super nice to you and they like the call goes as expected and goes better than expected also. I love that.
That's the other thing. Customer service has been like fully just anytime someone says, I have a customer service story, you immediately think negative. Like I completely forgot about positives. I made $50 in tips.
Nice.
Because some old people are like, here's $10, here's $15, here's a goddamn $25 gift card to fucking Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. And I'm like, you don't have to do this. They're like, we appreciate you going out of your way to do this. I'm like, well, I mean, it's just my job. I do this because I need to make a living, and they're like, yes, but we also massively appreciate the fact that you're one of the people that is doing a job like this, and we know that it's hard and we get it, and I'm like, it really like it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it actually like makes you feel like someone loves you. You're like, oh my god, thank you, I really appreciate that. Like I almost cried the first time it happened because nobody's ever done that to me before.
Gratitude is so nice, man. I crave gratitude. Anytime anybody's thankful to me, like that'll be like a call I remember forever. Like the one phone call I've taken that like I will always think about all the time as probably the best call I've ever done this was a sales call. I was selling a product, and I got them set up. It was like this little old couple, and then like the lady's like, the last guy who called us, he was so aggressive, but you've made this just a nice, pleasant experience for us, so thank you so much. And I was just like, oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, a little bit of gratitude really does go a long way, even though I'll never like ask for it. It's nice to get, I don't feel like I'm entitled to anything. It's just nice when it happens.
Penguin, do you have any wholesome customer service stories if you're still conscious and alive in the world of the living?
I mean, probably, but can't think of any.
But the bad ones are all you could think of. That's fair.
Yeah, I hate them all.
I hate them all. Burn it down.
Burn it all down. Get rid of it.
Burn it all down.
Anyway, I think this is a good way to wrap it up. Wrap it up on a good note. All
right, folks. Let's go around the horn then. Do our plugs before we get up on out of here.
Let's do Penguinmage. Penguin, where can our listener find you if you would like to find
listener? Just so you didn't put an S on the end.
You get one. You know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then we're not talking about you.
Probably.
If you know who you are, one listener. If you are not the one listener, or you are questioning yourself, am I the one listener? You're not. Do not look.
I have a question for Penguinmage. Are you our one listener?
No.
Okay.
Penguin doesn't listen to the stuff that we record.
Let's add I feel like it's either Penguinmage or Gingy, so I'm gonna have to ask Gingy next.
I mean, I did tell one.
Or maybe it's just like Colo choose random coworker.
No, none of my coworkers listen to podcasts. I don't advertise it. Penguin, Twitter.
Find where?
Do you have a Twitter?
Maybe.
Would
Howdy,
you like to
y'all. You
share?
can find me on twitter.com/Zardaxella. That's Alexandra with a Z in the front backwards. I said that bad.
You fucked it up.
You completely fucked that up. Anyway. Penguin, anywhere else?
Nope, that's it.
That's it? No YouTube channel?
Nope.
Penguinmage YouTube channel.
I know, I remember. I know there's a YouTube channel out there.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. One person has the information, but has sworn an oath of life or death to never give it out.
Colo, too, I think your life is worth sacrificing. For the
No, it
people who
wasn't me.
know.
It was goddamn Gingy. Gingy's the
Oh,
only one
okay.
who knows about it. As far as I'm concerned, Gingy's the only one who ever had access to it in the first place.
And Gingy will die being the only one knowing.
Mo, where can these people find you? Where do you want these people to find you?
Y'all can find me at twitter.com/Antifa the Hut, formerly Moside Gaming. Check out Moside Gaming on YouTube. You know, we're blowing up in subs over there, and I love shorts, and I like posting shorts and shit on there. Then
You've been posting your shorts to the wrong channel, by the way, I think.
No, I only posted the one by accident.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but I got a sub from that one on my quote main channel, which I'll be doing like little
Have you put the Mo show there yet? Have you updated it?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I'm so like I need somebody to like just take care of my shit. But anyway,
I mean, if you want to give me the login to Moside Gaming and to Moediggity 42, I will put them. I will put them from one to the other.
Don't give it. Don't do it. It's a trap. He's gonna delete your YouTube channel.
Why would I do that? I have no.
Riley has the
motivation
power to
do such a
transfer
thing.
all subs over to him.
I can fucking vampire his subs away.
You're just gonna slowly be dropping one by one each day, so you don't notice.
Oh god!
And once you do notice, you're gonna notice Riley has been gaining one every single day.
Yeah. Antifa the Hut on Twitter. I got a pin tweet with all my stuff on there. Go check me out on Minds and Rumble and freaking YouTube and Twitch and now sometimes. But yeah. That's where I'm at. Go check me out.
You can find me on Twitter as Colo254. You can find me on the YouTubes as Colo2. Really, just Google fucking Colo2 and I'm there. I'm the top result, which feels really, really good. But
hell yeah,
Riley, you internet.
Internet. Okay. Well, there's a whole lot of
find you on the spider webs.
There's a whole lot of places you can find me. I got a YouTube, I got a Twitch, I got like 8 different podcasts. You know how it is. But if you God damn it, I have the hiccups. If you go to anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed, where'd Penguin go?
Penguin put her shit in. She's done. She's out.
It's over. If you go to anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed or look up the Riely Podcast Megafeed on your podcast platform of choice, you can find years worth of beautiful, great podcasts to listen to. I'll do a shout out for one that may be coming back soon. Who knows? Kira's Kingdom is on there. If you want to hear me and Moediggity talk about Death Note, I think that is one of my better podcasts, and that's all available on the Riely Podcast Megafeed. And more importantly, the links in the description of that podcast feed have links to everything that I do. All of my social media, all my YouTubes and Twitches and podcasts, all of them are linked right there. So go check it out. And folks, thank you for listening to Detour Ahead. I've been Riley. And howdy, y'all. I've been Penguinmage.
And I've been Mo.
And I have been Kiwi Chew.
And we'll see you next week, because I think Colo's doing something next Saturday. Who knows? We'll see. Woo!